November vlog time. This one is going to be really quick and a very different and weird. As I mentioned last month, I've recently become unemployed or fun employed, and despite that, I mentioned that life has never felt busier, and that couldn't be more true. And since this vlog is all about me documenting our life and the seasons of our life, I wanted to document what this really weird season of our life, this unemployment chapter, looks like, and specifically on a day-to-day basis, because, well, as I mentioned, it's been chaos and it's been wearing me out. Okay, so I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm just gonna jump straight into what each day looks like. Ideally, I would wake up at 7 a.m. Lacey, I can already hear you sighing and saying that you wake up at 7 a.m. or earlier, which is true because of the kids. But usually the kids wake me up around like 7:30-ish. And this is how I want to schedule my day, but immediately after waking up, what I like and try to do is read my Bible and pray for at least 30 minutes. This doesn't always happen. I'm not perfect with this, but that is what I would like to do, which right after that, I jump into working on emails and catching up with all the things that came in overnight related to all the things that I will tell you about. At 8 o'clock, I try to have breakfast with the family, which usually involves me just making a pot of coffee or going out and getting a coffee and then sitting down and trying to eat with them. But on the days where I wake up later, sometimes I have to skip this and I'm straight back into working. So the first real hour of my day at 8:30 is spent job hunting. And for somebody who is unemployed, it's a common saying that like looking for a job becomes your full-time job. And that just hasn't been my case, because trying to search for a job 8 hours a day every day will burn you out. But I do try to apply to at least 2 to 3 jobs a day. And that is done in that first hour of the day. Once that's done, it's usually about 9:30, and for the next 2 hours, I'm in my first work block for Amazon FBA, where I'm working on sourcing and trying to find more inventory for me to sell on Amazon. I'm not gonna get into the weeds on that, but Amazon is a huge undertaking, I would say, and it's been a really big learning opportunity. And so there's every day that I have tasks where I have to, knock things out and set up the account, and there's just things that I have to get to. But that first 2 hours from 9:30 to 11:30 are spent doing that. From 11:30 to about 12:45, I'll try to go to the gym for an hour and work out and just prioritize exercising. Again, not every single day I go. Sometimes I miss this because I just get sucked into the Amazon work or whatever else happens in our life that makes things crazy. And then right after the gym is lunchtime, where usually I'll pause for a minute, I'll eat some food, I'll drink some water, and get ready for the second half of the day. After lunch from 1:30 to 2:30, I jump into Amazon influencer videos. So typically brands, not every day, but most days will send me products that I will then have to unbox, and I'll have to shoot videos on. And this is the Naughty Daddy wooden 3D puzzle, the FM radio. This also involves me reaching out to brands to get free products sent to me, and monitoring my Amazon influencer account, and then, like I said, shooting the videos, which I'll then later upload and edit and all that. From 2:30 to 3:30, that hour is considered a flex hour, where oftentimes I'm running to the post office to drop off orders for the day, whether that be for Amazon, or if that's for eBay, or maybe I'm trying to list things on eBay, or even going to thrift stores and looking for things to sell on eBay. But that's what that hour is used for. And then from 3:30 to 4:30, to finish out the work day, I am back in Amazon FBA, basically catching up on anything that I didn't get done earlier in the day, and making sure that I hit my spend goal for buying inventory to then send into Amazon. And on some days, this also looks like me boxing up actual shipments to send into Amazon FBA. And then from 4:30 to 7:30, this is family time. So this is where I get to hang out with the kids and just not work, or try not to work, where we'll typically go out and run errands. Sometimes we're grocery shopping, sometimes we're getting some food, sometimes it's just various things like when we would go to Kid Strong. Whatever it might be, that time from 4:30 to 7:30 is usually when we're hanging out, eating dinner as a family, and just not working. But as soon as that's done, Lacey will typically put the kids down to sleep, and then from like 7:30 to 8:30, that's when I'm uploading the Amazon influencer videos that I shot for that day and getting the thumbnails done and the titles and uploading them to the account, and also just following up on any brand messages that I got. And then for the last maybe 30 minutes of my working-ish day, I'll usually edit a video. So sometimes it's these vlogs, sometimes it's just other types of videos that I make for other YouTube channels or whatever it may be. And then after that, it's finally like my free time, usually around like 9 p.m. is when I can finally relax and play video games or whatever it may be. And again, that's an idealized version of what the day would look like. Oftentimes things move around and I get to some things and I don't get to other things, but just to give you an idea of all the many things and all the things I'm trying to juggle in a given day, that's what a day for me can look like. For Lacey, it's different, especially in November. You know, she's waking up with the kids, she's making them breakfast, she's the one taking care of them all day and trying to entertain them and doing the nap times. And then as soon as I'm done working at 4:30-ish is usually when she has to switch over. And especially in November and this time of the year, she has a ton of photo jobs. And so she'll go off and she'll do photo jobs while I watch the kids for the evening time before she comes back and then puts the kids down to sleep. So thank you so much to Lacey. I cannot believe how amazing and supportive you've been, and just nonstop working, taking care of the kids, and then working on the photography business, which right now is our main source of income and getting us through this interesting season. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that I wanted to go over. Again, I just wanted to document just how crazy like October, November, and December have been, and this time of the year has just absolutely flown by. I feel like I haven't really got to sit down and enjoy this like holiday season, because it's just been filled with the job searching and the Amazon FBA and the Amazon influencers and the eBay and the Etsy and all the different things that occupy my life. My life has never been busier, but I am certain that this will work out and it will be worth it. I just have to keep going even when it's difficult. So although unemployment, I maybe imagined in my mind, would look something more like sitting on the couch and just vegging out when I wasn't searching for jobs, it's been the opposite. And I've never worked harder. I've never been busier in my life. And I just wanted to document that. So with that said, next month is December and it will be the last vlog of 2025. And I can't wait to see what 2026 has in store. Hopefully a job.